Amy, and tonight's topic, should you quit your business? There's a lot of stress out there around this topic. A lot of us have multiple streams of income, and you have to kind of be realistic about how much you can do and whether or not there are businesses that should be cut from your roster. Maybe you're just working on one business and you've been having doubts because in the last couple of years, your business has taken a dive. Well, we're going to get into it because if you're overwhelmed, if you're exhausted, if you're having doubt, and if you're feeling stressed, you're not alone. This is a wildly popular topic, especially in MLM industries that have seen a decrease in some. And so let's unpack it a little bit. The first question I have for you is, do you have a business? So if you have a business, you have a service or a product or something that you're sharing with people and you're getting money and making a profit to do that. That's when you have a business. If you have not yet reached this point, we need to get real with ourselves and say, okay, is this really a business or is this a hobby? Is this something I'm doing just to pay for the products that I want? And if I want to make it a business, what do I do to get an ROI, a return on investment? I'm sure you've spent money on a lot of things, whether it's training or products or travel, even, right? Conventions and things like that. If you're looking to really make money, I would recommend that you look to the top people in that industry, spend the least amount of money you can spend to get connected with them and learn directly from them because they've done it. So they're going to be able to pass down their knowledge. Some of my best mentors are people who have taught me what to do because they do it and I can watch them doing it every single day. I get to emulate them. Some of my best teachers are people who fail all the time. And I also watch them and see what they're doing. So, do you really have a business? The second thing is to remember why you started. I bet there was a fire in your belly. I bet you were excited to tell people about something or you felt called to help people and give back. Don't forget that passion. If that passion is still there and you simply cannot stop thinking about it, don't give up. Know that there are many ways that you could probably pursue that passion and fill those gaps, but that it's really on your heart to do this. So give yourself that permission to say, you know what, this is a mission for me. I started this, for my health and wellness business. I started that because I literally had my face paralyzed twice. And the first time I didn't have something that helped me, and the second time I really did. So I share that. And it's something I can't stop talking about because it changed my life. I can smile, I can talk easily, I can eat salad because of the health and healing that I've found. It's one of the reasons my resilience is so important to me. That helped me fuel my resilience. So if you remember why you started, that can help you. Maybe you've got hard feelings. Maybe you've had personal relationships impacted. Maybe there were people that you thought would be more supportive when you started that weren't. Or maybe you've met people along the way that you got close to and things didn't work out. A lot of the times we see this in MLMs, and I've got to tell you, it's okay. It happens to everybody. You haven't necessarily done anything wrong, but you can look back and learn from that experience. If this is a business, then you've got to put that aside and focus on the mechanics of your business and get that income that you need to support yourself, your family, your goals. I have friends that have started businesses simply for the purpose of giving money back to the community, right? They'll say, I'll do this business and all the income is going to go to a nonprofit. So there are many reasons we may start something. Don't let a couple of bad personal experiences stop you from continuing on what you dream about. And what are your alternatives? Let's get really real about this. A couple of times when I've been coaching people, they'll say, I really wonder if I should just stop and get a job because I want security. Jobs aren't secure. We all know this now. More than ever, we know in 2023, the reason we've seen the rise of entrepreneurialism, the reason we've seen so many stay-at-home moms going into MLMs is that we have to have more money than we used to. We've got to pay those grocery bills. We've got to make ends meet, and one income is often not enough to do it. And the second thing is that we want to avoid leaving our families to go into a more traditional workplace. Well, when you go into that more traditional workplace, be realistic. Do you have 5 kids? What are you going to do for daycare for those 5 kids? Do you have 1 kid? Do you have a dog that's going to need walking? Will you have to buy clothes for that new career? Will there be a commute, which you have to add more time to? Do you think you'll eat out more at work and at home? You absolutely will. Are there additional costs to that work? Absolutely, there is. So it's not any shade towards people who want to go ahead and get what you might consider a regular job. I just want you to do that knowing in your heart and knowing the facts of what that will be. Because more often than not, I find people who say, I was only making $600 with my side gig, but it turns out after all the expenses I've incurred, I got a $40,000 job and I'm not netting more than $600. So just be realistic about that. Last but not least, I want you to dream a little bit. Us resilient folks, we dream, right? And this is the pie in the sky moment where I want you to think, if I could do anything, what would I do? Here's a tip. The answer isn't nothing. Doing nothing is maddening, right? You've got to come up with something in between, especially if you need to earn money. What would I love to do to earn money? What would be a real gift? Maybe you like proofreading. There's great jobs online to proofread. Maybe you love reading. Maybe you could be a voice actor and do audiobooks. There's a lot of stuff that you could do if you think about what is it that I truly, truly love and how do I translate that into income? Start researching it, start digging down in it. Because here's the thing, if you don't love it, you're probably not going to stick with it. It's just human nature, and that's okay. I mean, who of us that used to go to a 9 to 5 think, oh man, I miss those weekly reports where I had to tell my boss everything I had done that week so they could tell me, hey, you didn't do 2 of the 87 things I asked you. We don't miss that, right? But we liked maybe other things about that job. So think about the things that you love. Think about the things that are absolutely non negotiable that you hate. And here's a good tip, a bonus tip for you who have listened this far. When you think about the things that you don't like, I don't want to have to get ready and get dressed up every day. I don't want to be on a strict schedule. Write the opposite of that, casual dress code, flexible schedule. And those are the things you're looking for. Sometimes in our minds and in our hearts, it's a lot easier for us to say, this is what I don't like. So just flip the coin over and say, okay, so this is what I do want. Think about what you really need to earn. Is it $100,000 a year? That's rare. It doesn't necessarily need to be that. It's not bad to have that as your pie in the sky goal, but honestly think, okay, every month to make a difference, this is what I need. And if you don't know that number, let's chat. We can help you. So don't stop if it's something that is on your heart that you can't stop thinking about, but get realistic and start moving and doing those daily activities, employing those tactics, and doing the different work that you're not doing now. Because training isn't business, it's a tiny sliver of what you need to do to get ready. It's the daily work of actually growing a business that you need to drill down on. So I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow, live around 5. I've got another great topic that came from you guys, and I love you so much.